Welcome everybody to What's Up Bull Time. Fernando Ramirez, Dan and Daygo will be here in a minute. He's on an important call, trying to get our very special guest on, who will be with us in 11 minutes. So we're here to preview LA Chargers at 3-2 against the Arizona Cardinals. Should be an interesting game. It's kind of a Harbaugh day. The Baltimore Ravens are Harbaugh Monday night, I guess. Ravens go and play the Buccaneers. That's game number one. Then game number two is the Chargers at Cardinals. So it should be an interesting matchup. We will get into all of that right now. I got some film for Dan. We have our special guest, and we'll get into some other stuff. So you guys already know it's always random. So all right, let's go with the intro.
Compas on the beat. Let's get it. Let's go.
So where's Compas?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Okay, all right. We got proof right there.
See, that seems like he's asleep. Need you to wake up, Gilbert. There's a lot of energy.
Come on, Gilbert. Let's go.
Come on. Dan and Daygo is at Moe's.
I'll show you. I got it right.
Okay, that's it. You guys, I am done with mine, but that's couldn't get better than a 2026 6th-round pick swap for a 7th-rounder. So
Freaking love you, Chad.
Hey, dude. Cool, man.
Compas on the beat, man. Derwin James signing off, man. Watch Compas on the beat.
Welcome to What's Up, Bolts. I am Fernando Ramirez. I am here to preview Chargers and Cardinals. Should be an interesting matchup. Obviously, no word on Marvin Harrison Jr., who suffered a concussion on Sunday. He did practice on a limited role on Wednesday. So definitely interesting to see what happens there. As like I told you guys before, going to be a good show. Dan and I will jump on right now. We'll have a conversation. Then our special guest is joining us at 7. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere. You guys are going to love this special guest. He is the best. You know him. We love him. So definitely a fun time with our compa. But okay, you guys aren't here to hear me talk. I know who you guys are excited to see. You guys are waiting for it. You guys have been patient for 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So, all right, let's bring him on. Here he is. Dan,
what do you say? What do you say? What do you know? Let me tell you what I know. I'm going to tell you something. It's unbelievable. Another great week. Is there anything better than the glass breaking, honestly? They should do a WWE top 10 theme musics. That's got to be number one, dude. I love hearing that glass break every single freaking time. Absolutely amazing. Great to be back. More episodes, all about the program. Excited to be here.
You know, it's funny. I hope you get to experience that one day in person.
Did you? When did you get to see that in person?
No. I've never experienced the glass break. I thought I was going to experience it once, and that was in LA. Oh, you were there that night too when it was a premiere on Fox.
Hearing that Lesnar's music's pretty dope.
Oh no, Lesnar. We got that was the first time we had ever gotten The Rock. That was pretty cool. The Rock in San Diego was pretty
times than I'd like to count. I'd rather see Steve Austin.
But Steve Austin would obviously be pretty cool to get on. So
yes.
Yeah, that'd be great to hear the glass break. Maybe at WrestleMania you'll hear the glass break.
Anybody in the chat going to WrestleMania? Why don't you let us know if any wrestling fans are in tonight? Senor Vive Moi! Shout out to you, my guy.
I think he did it like the Macho Man.
Oh yeah, the cream rises to the top.
By the way, Dan, for our special guest, I have a special song for him, so you're gonna love it. Athir, how are you doing? What's up, bro? Dan, he's going after Hilberto for picking the Broncos last week.
He's a stooge. What can I tell you? It's honestly just insane to me. Hilberto is the king of curses. You know, every football team should do to him what's on this shirt. Send him to jail. This is Johnny Cash's mugshot. We need to get Hilberto's mugshot up here, trying to curse all the teams all over the place.
Yeah, Cooper's right. Right now, Denver is on top of New Orleans, 16-3. You know, it's funny
game.
Yeah, we picked both of us picked that game this week. I actually thought
Senor Vive Moi, I like that.
But you know what's funny? They should be up by more, but
Yeah.
Bo Nix has missed a couple of throws, but
Seeing
that's what
ghosts.
you have right now with some rookies out there. So definitely interesting. Let's see. What do I have for you, Dan? Oh, so before we let's just get it started with this. Your favorite person, one of your favorite people in the whole wide world, broke down
Here we go. He's gonna try and piss me
Broncos.
off. He's gonna try and. Oh yes, never mind. Yes.
How they start games. They're one of the slowest starting offenses I've ever seen. They've gone into the locker room at halftime, I think, with 0 points 3 times. I mean, they are a slow starting offense. And it's, I don't know, troubling, irritating. Man, it bothers me. I'd go into the locker room at halftime. The hell are we doing?
Oh my God. I love Gruden. I can't get enough of Chucky. Oh my God, that gets me fired up. What are we doing? The other day I was just literally watching his old sound effects on NFL Network or whatever on YouTube. He is just one of the funniest guys. He made this is what a lot of people forget. He made the Raiders Hard Knocks entertaining. My God, the guy's a ratings machine.
Yeah, he did. Cooper, as of right now, we don't know if he'll be back for that. They haven't said much. I don't know if oh my God. I don't know if he'll be back by that game tonight. He was inactive. But this gives him 10 days to kind of rest up for that game against the Chargers. So maybe he will be, but who knows if Olave, Rashid Shaheed from San Diego, he won't be there. So that is a little disappointing that they won't be able to see him, but it does help the Chargers out. But Olave, who knows if he plays, and Carr is also a question mark. So we'll see what happens there. Athir says that the Dodgers will win the World Series. The bad news, the AFC is ass, and they're in trouble next year because the Chargers win the Super Bowl next year.
Yes. Hey, I can't wait to see that one. I just love watching his videos. I'll tell you one thing, Athir. If the Chargers win the Super Bowl, this could be my picture at the end of the night right here. Drunk and disorderly and having too much damn fun, dude.
I'd have to go bust you out
Bail
of prison.
me out, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Phil Rivers and Vincent Jackson or whatever.
You're saying unlikely to Carr playing against the Chargers?
I hope that's fine by me. Either way, I don't think Carr's anything you lose sleep over. So.
Well, don't you remember Joey a couple of years ago?
Oh,
he's like a little baby. You just rock him to sleep.
That was hilarious. Oh, Senor Vivo, I'll meet you there. That would be hilarious.
Let me see. I'll start off with the negative. Dan, did you see this?
Oh, geez.
Watch Pipkins on this play.
Oh, my God. All right, he's the right guard. He taps him. Oh, my God. I already hate his feet. Oh, Jesus, God. What the hell are we doing? Why? But this is why, right? You have to be so – can you freeze it right there? Actually, go back a little bit. Can you freeze? Hold on. When he takes his first two – right there. Already a losing position, right? As an offensive lineman in your pass pro, you never want to have your feet equal, parallel to each other, right? Because you cannot anchor and there is no power from here if someone bull rushes you, right? You want to have a nice stagger, dig your toe in, get a positive shin angle, which is like your shin kind of, instead of being straight, kind of goes down to the ground, right? And so you can sustain a bull rush, but his feet are just all over the place here. And you can tell he takes a big step, put play frown.
Dan, if our special guest joins us, I'm on the other screen. I'm on the video screen. So if our special guest joins us, make sure you let me know so that I could hop out of this and jump over there.
I'll let you know. Look how big his step is after he makes contact. Keep going. Right there.
His right foot. His right
almost
foot.
straight. It's almost straight. It looks like he's leaning. That's a problem right there. That's a cardinal sin right there in 101 pass brush or 101 pass pro right there. You do not want to get long in your stance in your legs. You see what Athir put? He's going to give Gilberto $5,000 to go to Super Bowl so he can look stupid watching the Bulls lift the Lombardi Trophy.
I think Gilberto would do it.
That would be beautiful. Well, he'd probably already be there if he applied for it, but whatever. That you cannot get in these type of positions, dude. It looks like he's leaning. any smart defensive lineman, when they feel that pressure and he's this will just collapse, goes down like a sack of potatoes, huh? But just bad body positioning. My God, I don't even like Bozeman's body positioning here. When your shoulders are open like that, look at the vertical alley he creates. He's kicking to nothing, Frown. No one's even there. Why wouldn't he body back? Help out Trey Pipkins, for God's sake. Needs all the help he can. Look, he's standing there blocking Casper the Friendly Ghost. My God almighty, dude. What are we doing?
Dan, seeing where your quarterback is and this defensive lineman is.
I'm about to have a stroke. Get it off the screen. I can't look at this. The son of Odin, God of lightning, needs to be protected at all costs. My God. My God, my God. We need to protect him. Little G, not blasphemous.
Dan, you love your compas from the Spanish announce team, right?
Oh, they always do good stuff. You got another clip this week?
Vamos a ver.
Look at the shades.
Flotando pelota, pase perfecto y touchdown. Cayó el rayo conjunto de Chargers y mira nada más quién es. Ponle perfumito a ese touchdown. Es
oh, there he is. Someone's just checked into the game, Frau. He's ready to come off the bench.
El producto de Troy, el que rompió.
He's here?
Yeah, he's here.
Well, wrong
Your
one.
brother, Undertaker. He's here. Step up, bring it. Yes, sir. Somebody go get their ass. Somebody go get their wig split. You never watched
Eric G. Williams is in the house. Eric.
In the
What's up?
house.
How y'all doing? I never had walk-up music, so I feel
welcome.
blessed right now.
Did you ever watch wrestling? Do you know whose wrestler that song is?
I don't.
It's the world's strongest man, so you're welcome. He's got a Hall of Fame. Oh no, Hall of Pain.
Hall of Pain.
Don't induct us into the Hall of Pain. We're your friends.
The last time I watched professional wrestling was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. So
Oh,
a long
geez.
time ago.
Oh my God, you didn't have to date yourself like that. My God. Still doing steroids and barely moving in the ring, dude. My God. Oh God.
Eric, how have you been?
I've been good, man. How about yourself? How y'all doing?
Good.
You know, I've been excellent because let me tell you something. You know, week 1 of the season, I was a little bit nervous. I kind of ran my mouth. I made a few bets. I'm a degenerate gambler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's very few people. Sometimes I hear this thing all the time where, you know, no one likes an I told you so. I hate to be the guy who say, I told you so. I'm not that guy. I don't have that problem because I'm excited. You know why? Because this is the first time I'm seeing you in a while.
Yeah.
And I won our bet about the Steelers. So I'm excited. That's one bet down. Okay. And now your guy over there.
I thought the bet was Russell Wilson would start week 7. So didn't I win?
No. That was not the bet. That was not the bet. I said he would start before the trade. Justin Fields would start before the trade deadline. And son of a bitch, what do you say? What do you know?
Yeah.
Week 1, there's the best running back in the league.
But Russ couldn't make it out of the cold tub.
He couldn't. He could. You know, how many high knees did you do in the green room getting ready? Because you know you try and you try and imitate his game.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I can't wait.
I think with
got
Russ,
pizza and beer.
you do, and I'm a man of my word, so I will pay up eventually.
There you go.
So you know, let me know the date and the time, and we can get that done.
Oh, it'll be coming, my friend. I will let you know the date and the time and the place.
I can't believe.
I'm assuming it's going to be the same place.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, you already know that, but
Yeah.
I just had to add.
Believe they're
had to add a
gonna.
little
I can't
extra.
believe that they're thinking about benching
Justin Fields.
Yeah, it's a little surprising because I mean, you know, he hasn't played great, but you know, they've played winning football because of the defense, obviously, and he hasn't turned the ball over. I think they're hoping that Russ can give him some more explosive plays. We'll see if that's a reality.
Check the tape, my guy. I saw him in Denver enough, dude. But I was going to tell you, you know what's my other Steeler bet I have with a player? Did I tell you this one or no?
No, let's hear it.
Oh, I bet a player a 24-pack of Coke Zero. This is going to be the first year they have a losing season. Brought to you by your guy, Danger Russ.
Yeah. So maybe you will benefit from him starting now.
The back end of that schedule is tough for the Steelers.
I've been the biggest advocate and the biggest fan of Danger Russ getting him back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping he was doing his 22-hour rehab and, doing high knees on the plane, getting stretches out while everybody's asleep and doing all that other stuff. I'm excited, dude. I can't wait to see this plane just crash and plummet, or this stock. Let's use that actually.
I think it's going to be a short leash for Rush.
Do you think it's bad that Pickens and Najee have already come out in support and they're kind of trashing the idea of starting Russ?
I don't think it's ever good. You have any kind of stuff like that happen in the locker room. So yeah, like it's something to watch if they're already saying stuff.
It's playing right into my hands, Eric. Can you see this? I have it. By the way, Coca-Cola, sponsor me. It's not that hard. Reach out.
Eric, obviously this Monday night, Chargers at Cardinals, 6 o'clock kickoff. That's pretty interesting. It's going to be one of the later games because the other Harbaugh brother kicks off at 5:15 in Tampa Bay. So
not that one.
So that'll be interesting. Eric, what are some of your what are some of the things that you're looking for from either team? One thing that you're looking for from each team come Monday night. A key.
Sure. Why don't we talk Cardinals first? I mean, I think when you look at Arizona 2-4, I thought maybe they'd have another win. Maybe they'd be 3-3 at this point. Been inconsistent, particularly in the defensive side of the football, which I think is to be expected. They really lost some bodies up front. When you look at Justin Jones, used to be Chargers, out for the year. Bilal Powell, that is lost for the year. So there are 2 defensive tackles inside. Their best pass rusher, BJ Ojulari, they lost him to a knee injury during training camp. And then Darius Robinson, their other first-round pick, hasn't been able to get on the field. So they struggle with pass rush without those foundational players up front defensively. And because they can't get pass rush, it leaves their secondary open, to big plays. And so when you look at their defensive metrics, they're near the bottom in most of those statistics. They struggle to stop the run. And so I think that's an opportunity for the Chargers to really kind of control the game, run the football like they always want to do, see if they can get up early, and then kind of coast from there. The one thing that I think, the Cardinals can do is they can take the ball away a little bit. They do have 8 turnovers on the year, and that was one of the ways that they were able to beat the Niners on the road. They had 3 turnovers in the fourth quarter to come back and win that game. And then the other thing I think the Chargers need to be aware of is Kyler's going to run. He's going to try to get outside the pocket and create plays with his feet to make it easier to get in scoring territory. That's another area where the Cardinals were able to hurt the 49ers. So it's going to be important for the Chargers to really stay in their rush lanes, be disciplined, because Kyler likes to spin out the back. So you really have to kind of stay upfield and not let him get outside the pocket.
Dan, do you have a?
Yeah, I do. I just love what you're saying towards the end of that, right? Keep him in the pocket, I think, is the biggest key. Like, again, one of your boys, I know everybody gets excited to write about, the great one. Oh, Patrick Mahomes. We've never seen a quarterback like this. Oh, psych. He can't even strap up half of the guy. Well, whatever. I'm not getting on tangent about that. But, you see, I don't know. I kind of had an epiphany today, Eric. I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm all over the place. I don't know if it's Coke Zero. I don't know what it is. I just think a lot of these guys, these modern day quarterbacks, really struggle just sitting in, stepping up, and just trying to move in the pocket and getting the ball out. We were watching tonight. Bo Nix was trying to escape the pocket. We saw that last game. Obviously, Mahomes, most of his big plays, that's where they come from, him escaping the pocket. And Kyler Murray obviously is no exception either. So, in my opinion, they need to do what they did for the most part in the first half against the Chiefs, which is essentially, like you said, have good integrity in their pass rush lanes. And then it's going to be a long night for them because they can't. What they like to do is escape. What they like to do is extend plays. And I think when you remove that, that's like taking an arm off of them, and they really just struggle. They don't put up as many points. So I'm totally with you on that. That's exactly defensively what they need to do, especially if Marvin Harrison Jr. isn't going to play. That's going to be another big upside, huge for this defense that's already been playing super well.
Yeah, the other concern I have, if you're talking from a Chargers perspective, is they have some injuries in that secondary.
Yeah.
And so how are they going to hold up if Marvin is out there in terms of his ability to make contested catches? And really the key for Arizona is Kyler likes throwing the Trey McBride. Like that's his dude. So how are they going to match up with him in the middle of the field in terms of, is it going to be Derwin? Are they going to bracket him? Are they going to try to man him up? Because he really accounts for a majority of their explosive plays. I think he's one of the better tight ends in the league, one of the up and coming tight ends in the league. I've been impressed with this play over the last year and a half or so.
Go ahead. My bad.
No, I was gonna make a stupid joke. I was gonna be like, thank God Derwin James is free now. That's all I need. We're gonna be good.
Marvin, do you feel like he's gonna?
They're not hitting anybody in the head anymore.
Oh my God, it's soft. Get out of here. It's soft.
Did Marvin limited today, but wore the what is it?
Yeah, looked like he was playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He had like all yellow on.
Yeah. That's obviously no contact and all that. Yep. Do you feel like he probably is?
I think he has a pretty good shot. I think a lot of it, depends on Friday and what he's able to do. He was limited, so he couldn't, obviously had the no contact jersey on. I think if he can take contact on Friday and is able to clear, I think, he'll have a pretty good shot to play. But, they take that up to Saturday as well. So he has a couple days to get cleared. And I would imagine he wants to play.
If let's just say the Cardinals lose on Monday, do you think Budda Baker may be a guy that teams start kind of calling in about and because we've already seen the Jaguars started kind of trading some guys. Obviously the Raiders just got let go of Devontae Adams. The Browns just let Amari Cooper go. Do you feel like Budda might be one of those guys on the list?
Yeah, I think it's possible. Obviously he had the contract situation a year ago and they were able to work things out. He's in the final year of his deal now. Safeties are making pretty good money. I guess the thing with the Cardinals is he's one of the leaders on that defense, probably the leader on that defense. And the Arizona Cardinals need better defensive players. They don't need to be given good defensive players away. So I think they need to keep them and to build around them. They're going to have a ton of cap space next year. I think they're projected to have over $100 million in cap space, so they can sign them. And they're kind of in year two of this building process. I projected them to win 6 to 8 games this year. I don't think they're going to be in the playoff conversations. Would be surprised if that happens. But I think next year is kind of their year. They have more draft picks. They have all the cap space, so they can really go out and make some splash signings. And I think it would be nice to have a foundational player like Budda already on the roster to kind of show other players that they're going to bring in. This is how we do things. But, maybe he wants to leave. I think that has to be part of the conversation too. Maybe he's tired of playing there and wants an opportunity to play for a team that can actually, do something in the postseason.
Dan, wasn't there somebody who had the Cardinals making the playoffs?
Thank God. I was thinking that this whole time, but I wasn't sure. But thank God you bring this up, because let me tell you, I don't know if you know this, Eric.
Yeah.
Our compa, well, sort of compa, because sometimes he's a scumbag, but Fernando's co-host, Gilberto Manzano. He had the Raiders making the playoffs. He had the Cardinals making the playoffs. So far, I don't know.
What did he have the Vikings going?
Minnesota! He had them going 3-13, and they won 4 or 5 straight. It's just a good season for your boy Dan and Daygo, because, I don't miss a moment to shit on that guy. I'm like Shohei Ohtani or Otini or whatever. That some bitch is coming down middle of the plate, and I'm going to smack that thing to Timbuktu, dude. You know what I mean? So this has just been phenomenal. It's just funny to me, right? Because not too long ago, when I don't remember if we did it with you or with someone, but we went through the schedule. I said at worst they get 10 wins, at best they get 13 wins. The Chargers. All of a sudden, Cowherd or one of these turds says it on TV. Gilberto starts trying to buy some stock. All of a sudden, I was saying that 2 months ago.
You were the first, right?
I'm telling you. They think I'm a madman, Eric, but there's a method. There's a method to the madness.
Yeah, I had the Chargers going to the AFC Championship.
He does.
I know you do. I know you do. That's why our mojo right now is looking good because you picked us, not that scumbag on the other show over there. You picked us. You have good
I just
energy.
want to say I want to give Gil some flowers for taking some big swings.
There's none.
Dan's gonna step on him.
He may have missed by a couple feet, but at least he took some swings.
Oh no, I know. 100%. I'm just giving him shit.
Dan's job is
we did
not,
last week. Yeah, exactly. You know what we did last week? We pulled up his SI picks and we started going through them.
He had the Broncos
That's
beating
brutal.
the only SI guy. Broncos beating the Chargers. He had the Seattle Seahawks upsetting the 49ers. The Commanders beating Baltimore. So
But what offended him the most is that I said he picks favorites. He was like, I did not pick favorites.
Eric, you tweeted about this Monday night about bringing Mike Williams back to the Chargers.
Yeah.
Diana Rossini tweeted out that the Chargers, the Saints, and the Steelers have all made contact with the Jets about Mike. I don't know what's going on with him. Wednesday's practice, he was he did not go to practice for personal reasons. Shows up to practice or to the facility today, but does not practice. And again, it says personal reasons.
He was in a torture chamber with Aaron.
Ayahuasca.
His 20,
Aaron was pissed.
20 whacks.
Yeah, exactly. Eric, what do you feel like he would bring, first of all, to the Chargers if they did trade for him?
Yeah.
And what do you think they would have to give up for a guy like Mike, who's on a 1-year deal, would be a free agent, basically would have to do everything all over again next offseason? But what do you think he brings to this Chargers offense?
Well, I think in terms of getting him, I think it's a $10 million deal. So about 30%'s already been paid.
Yep.
I think you're probably looking at a conditional 6th or 7th, depending on playing time. That could raise that pick up to a 6 or leave it at the 7th. I think by doing that, the Chargers are able to kind of stay out of a bidding war if he gets released, and you're able to bring him back to the roster now. Obviously, they need receiver help when you look at their roster and injuries as well. I think Quentin was out of practice this week, and Ladd's dealing with the injury. Looks like Chark has started their 21-day window.
He told Chris Rim that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to play on Monday.
Right.
That he still feels rusty. So that means that probably be the New Orleans game if at the latest.
Earliest, obviously Mike has had his injury issues when he played for the Chargers, so that's a concern. However, you're getting a guy that Justin is very comfortable throwing the ball to. So he already has chemistry with him. He knows the organization. He knows the medical staff, and they know his issues in terms of his body, which I think is a plus. I mean, they kind of know how to deal with him, how to work with him, how to get him right, how to get him ready for game days on a weekly basis. I'm sure he'd like to be back in LA. It's where he lived for several years. So there's a comfort level there. There's a comfort level with him in terms of the team members. So I think he could be productive right away and really kind of give Herbert more weapons on the outside, which is what he needs.
Well, and this is what Dan and I were talking about on the pod after the game on Sunday. We haven't seen the consistency yet from the offense. They've had moments against the Raiders. It was towards in the middle of the third quarter, fourth quarter. Yeah, great. Against the Panthers, it was a roller coaster. First quarter, good. Second quarter, kind of third quarter, good. Fourth quarter, kind of weird. Against the Steelers, the beginning of the game, great. Rest of the game, terrible. Chiefs, same thing. Even against the Broncos, they got it to a fat lead and they kind of held it towards the end, but they couldn't get it going. They need consistency. And it kind of feels like if you bring in Mike, teams could zero in on him, and that frees up other guys to kind of get open, and you have a healthy rotation of receivers where you're not having to think, oh wow, like on Sunday at one point it was hobbled Quentin, a hobbled Ladd, it was Will Dissly, and I think it was Scott Madlock in the red zone, like those 4 guys and then a running back. Like that's pretty bad. I mean, and I remember Herbert rolled out to the right and he threw over Scott Matlock's head. And I'm like, why? Like Scott Matlock should not be in the end zone running a drag route back there. Like they need to do something else. So I just it feels like that would add another level to their receiving core, and obviously you can tell that Jim and Joe are not like the previous regime in a sense where they're looking to add guys or looking to mix and match or looking to do different things. And it seems like it is attainable that whether it's Mike or somebody else, they could add another receiver before the trade deadline because they know their quarterback needs the help.
I think anytime you're going to add a piece like this, it's important that you know who that person is and that they're going to fit in your locker room. I mean, that's one of the reasons why the Jets added Devontae, because, Rodgers knows him really well and knows what he's going to get from him. With Cooper going to the Bills, I mean, you're not totally sure if that's going to be a fit because, you don't know if he's going to fit in that offense. I feel like with Mike Williams, if they're able to get him, I mean, that he fits because you've seen it work before, albeit, it was a different offense coordinator. It's the same team and the same quarterback. So I think it makes too much sense not to get done. I just wonder what other teams are going to be involved and what they're going to be offering. And I wonder if your favorite team there, Dan and Daygo, the Chiefs, are lurking in the weeds, wondering if they could perhaps get Mike to play for your boy Patrick Mahomes.
They're like any prostitute on a street, Eric. They'll say yes to anybody as long as for the right price. They're absolutely unbelievable. But I totally agree. It's not a bad move. Who knows? It's not a bad move. But the only thing I said is I don't think these guys really want to trade. Whereas before, I won't say names, but the previous regime held those, draft picks as gold. And then when it came time to cash in, it was all, warm manure. I think.
Are you talking about the 2019 first round draft pick, Dan?
I hate that guy, Jerry Tillery. He's the worst. He's one of the worst first rounders I've ever seen. Although, well, no, he's actually improved this year. But whereas now, I think that's Jim Harbaugh's biggest superpower that he's going to have over a lot of these other coaches, that he knows every single person coming into this draft, for the next at least maybe 4 years, let's just say, because he's been recruiting a lot of these guys. And I know it's just a 6th round pick or whatever, but maybe this is a guy who can actually hit on 6th round picks and they're not just special teamers and they get cut 2 years later, like we saw in the previous 11-year tenure. But you don't think there's any way, it's just kind of like a prodigal son story. Like they just call up Mike. Hey, Mike, just come home, get cut and come home. Don't ignore the, Satan that's over there in Missouri. Just come home to LA. Come home to Justin. He misses you.
I think GM Joe Douglas is going to have something to say about that. I mean, he went out and signed Mike with the idea that he was going to be their number 2, and there was high expectations for him when they brought him in, and so he's going to want to get something for him to kind of save face.
Well, but even more the reason, like the leverage is in the Chargers' court. You know what I mean? Like, because the fact that, I'll be honest, as brutally honest as this will be, the fact that the Steelers are reaching out makes me laugh. Who the hell is going to push them the football? None of those two guys. Sorry. The Saints reaching out. Who the hell's going to push him the football? Sid from Toy Story or Spencer Rattler or Spencer Reader, whichever other one is in the league that has a similar name. Like, let's be real. There's very few teams who could actually, and then on top of that, who knows what kind of condition Mike comes back in. You trade a 6 and he still looks like this on the field. That's not going to be good either. You know what I mean? Maybe they know something we don't.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
I'll let you in on a dirty secret. Usually when those reports come out and those teams are named for a reason. Either the teams want their names out there, so it looks to their fan base like they're trying to get guys. Yeah. And usually there's some other teams that are actually more interested that aren't named. Yeah. Again, because those teams don't want it known that they are interested. Yeah, so while, the Chargers and the Saints and the Steelers have been named in those reports, I would imagine there's a handful of other teams that are in there as well, but they're trying to keep it under wraps so people don't know that they're interested, so they could try to keep the price down in terms of compensation for trade.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
I was telling Dan, knowing how Harbaugh kind of is and Joe kind of is so far, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't go get, I don't know, defensive tackles or like defensive help, like
guards. Give me a guard. Give me a center. That's what I freaking need up in this mother.
Totally surprised that you named an offensive guard to be picked up.
My God, have you seen what I've been going through? I'm having a stroke out here.
Yeah. Like right now, they just showed Marshawn Lattimore, and that's the kind of corner that, like, a Jim Harbaugh, like that's the kind of, I mean, he's obviously owed a lot of money, but still, like, with them right now about to fall to 2-5, and then if they lose to the Chargers, they'd be 3-6. They may throw in the towel and look to offload, because you know how they operate down there. They're up against the cap. They're 50 over, and then the day of the new league year, they move everything around, and then they're back to being at zeros. But I just wonder, because I still don't think that they're done tinkering. I still think that they need defensive line help. The Chargers do. I know Puna Ford has been like really, and you told me about him when we were driving up to the Raiders Chargers game. You're like, he's solid. He's a guy that's pushed. Tart has also been a good player that they brought in from Miami. I had heard he had disciplinary issues, but if he had a coach that could light a fire under his ass, he'd get a jump start. And it seems like the Chargers have done a good job with him so far. So there's reasons to be excited about that, but also I feel like they might make moves in that way as well, because I mean, you're going to need some more defensive help, and just my 2 cents, I feel like right now with teams being once they start becoming sellers, I wonder how interested these guys are going to be in when it comes to buying, because like Dan said, last year or previous years, Telesco really wasn't into all that. I mean, he probably made a handful of trades, if anything. One of his trades was for Cardell Jones a couple years ago, and
really want to piss me off.
So he wasn't really like that. I just wonder how active Joe and Jim are going to be once it gets closer to the trade deadline. But
yeah, I don't expect him to be that active, to be honest. I mean, I don't think this is less needing the Rams and F those.
Oh,
picks.
no.
I think if it makes sense and it's sensible and they don't have to give up a whole lot, like the Mike Williams trade, then I think they do something like that. But I think we also have to remember this is the first year of a rebuild. I mean, they are rebuilding.
Yeah.
And so if they sneak into the playoffs and are able to get a game, that's great. That's great.
Exactly.
But really, they're building for year 2 and year 3, and so I think they kind of want to save their chips for those other years where they have a legitimate chance to win a chip. And if they go on a run, great. But I don't feel like they're lining up to get it done this year.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like we're on the same wavelength. That's exactly what I was about to say. See, this is why we're good buds. We get along with you, and with that scumbag, we just got to beat the hell out of him sometimes.
Dan just wants them to eliminate one team.
That's it. All I need is one. Okay. One out. Those damn Swifties over there in Missouri. I can't take another run of it. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it.
I'm going to go watch the Swifties this weekend. I'm going up to Levi Stadium to.
Oh God!
Wow! I thought you were going to Arizona.
Who do you have? Who do you have in that game?
I got the Niners winning. I think. That's why they're finally going to get it done.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean anything. Like I hate when they do.
That's why they're going to win.
Exactly. Exactly. I hate the stupid revenge complete. Oh, what? They don't have a trophy, but yeah, I totally agree. Like they're moving towards year 2. That's the goal. Like they're gonna. I am in agreement with you. They're gonna ride out this season, and like you said, they make the playoffs. Amazing. If not, all right, we're on to year 2. The all-in's not going to happen this season, as much as we think Harbaugh's the second coming and everything else. But I think year 2 is really going to be the time where you really start to see business pick up.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Tony Romo and Jim Nantz, or is it Brady and is it a Fox game, or is it a
It is a Fox game, and it is
Okay.
it is a Brady game. That is correct.
Wow.
That whole owner stuff is so interesting to me. Have you seen the memes?
I've seen a bunch of things.
The memes are hilarious, dude. The memes are hilarious about Brady walking into the Raiders facility, and he's like, "All of you guys suck. Let's see how I'm gonna fix this."
Mhm.
Eric, who do you have in this Cardinals Chargers game?
Yeah, I like Chargers. I just think they're the better team. I think they have better health. I think they're more physical up front on both sides of the football. So I do like them to win this game if they're able to limit turnovers. And I think Herbert is going to make some plays with his arms and with his feet. So yeah, I'll take Chargers by a touchdown.
What do you think about the
A
Cardinals
touchdown.
offensive
That's
line?
it. That makes me a little nervous right there, my guy. Don't you know Call of Duty's coming out? He's probably distracted.
Hey, Cardinals beat the Niners a couple weeks ago on the road, so anything can happen.
Who cares?
What
Who
did-
cares?
What about the Cardinals offensive line? How has it looked so far?
Looks like they're going to get Jonah Williams back. They're starting right tackle, who's been out for a couple weeks. But they lost Hernandez, their left guard. So they're a little beat up front. Beecham is their swing tackle, who could sub in there if Williams is not able to go. But no, that's a great question, Fernando. They have struggled with injuries up front, and that's something to keep an eye on in terms of being able to both run the football with Connor, who's one of the harder running fullbacks in the league, and then protecting Kyler.
Eric, before we let you go, I have to show you a couple things. One, there's an anniversary. You can see the screen, right? Like you can see the okay.
Again,
There's an anniversary of the famous Dennis Green this week.
Two fumbles. What do you see about the Bears? We shut them down that way.
No, we just the Bears are what we thought they were. They're what we thought they were. We played them in preseason. Who the hell takes a third game in the preseason like it's bull? We played them in the third game. Everybody played 3 quarters. The Bears are who we thought they were. That's why we took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
I love that.
I was about to say the same thing. You see how we're on the same wavelength? You can't be a stranger, dude.
Hey, he's
I
a
need
good coach, by the way.
backup. Oh, I'm sure he is.
He was great. No,
The other day I was watching something. I can't remember. It might have been Tom Brady talking trash to Ray Lewis or something like that, but it was some type of chippy game like that. I'm like, I miss real grown man football and not this little boy football they try and play nowadays. It's just disgusting, dude. Like, it makes me nauseous, honestly, half the time. There's no real rivalries. Even some of the rivalries, they're kind of weak with it, but whatever. I'm just kind of like,
Eric,
ugh.
could the Raiders be letting go of this guy? Listen to what Max Crosby had to say today.
Oh my God.
I'm not here to rebuild. I'm here to win. So, I don't know whatever that means, but yeah, I'm here to win now, and wherever I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be here to win. So that's all that matters to me.
Wherever I'm here, I'm kind of confused. Those are kind of 2 different things right there.
Wow, that's interesting.
Is that as bad, do you think, as the I'm a Raider forever and then wants to trade out of Las Vegas?
Is that
What an
Devontae?
idiot.
That was
No, I thought that was Derek Carr. Wasn't he saying I'd rather be retired than not a Raider?
Yeah.
That guy's lame.
I still don't expect Max to go anywhere. I just feel like he's a Raider.
I mean, they have $100 million. They have a bunch of picks.
I've seen this story.
If Tom could offload him,
need a quarterback.
it'd probably be,
ask Fernando's theory on that one.
Who's going to be the quarterback next year, Fernando?
For the Raiders?
Sanders?
Gadur, let's go.
Let's go.
Dude, I told Gilbert, I don't care
I'm
who
all
the
for that.
Chargers select. Like, we're jumping in a car and we're going to the Raiders press conference for Shador.
Yeah,
I want to be there for the day.
I want to be there too.
That's why. Okay, all three of us will get in the. All four of us. Dan's coming too.
Yeah,
We'll
road
all
trips.
get in the
Like,
car.
it'll be like
and-
the Hangover.
I know.
Exactly. we'll just disappear the weekend also. We'll just see what happens.
We're gonna go and we're gonna see what Shador. I really want to see what Shador has to say.
See, Senor Vivmont's not happy with you, dude.
That would be hilarious. We'll two more things and then we'll let you go, Eric. We appreciate your time. Eric, do you know what's Dan's favorite podcast right now?
Don't start this.
I could go a lot of different directions with that, but I'm just going to listen to your answer.
Oh, yes, this is.
Mark shredded the defense. I mean, just ripped
Oh, man.
feeling really nicey. Like watching Jared Goff go 18 for 18, 292 yards and 2 touchdowns. I couldn't do that pregame warm-up. Jaden Daniels, just a rookie, 26 out of 30, 87%, 231 yards. He rushes for 47. He's doing everything. Shredded, baby.
Oh, man.
There's two things I want to say about this guy right now. Number one, I wish he would live stream NFL games and just give uncensored commentary. I would watch that on YouTube. Even if it's behind a paywall, I would rather pay for that than Sunday Ticket. Second thing, if Roman doesn't work out, let's give him the OC job.
No, you don't.
I want those mics on them.
No.
I want those.
Man.
Dude, I still every time I see a certain washed up
Who are you talking about?
I'm trying to think of the word. Washed up.
Has
What is
been?
it called when your family member gets you hired? What is that called again? Oh, yeah. Every time I see that washed up Nepo baby over there with Dr. Florio, all I think is scatter to West right tight, F left. Yeah, F left, 372. Why stick Z spot? Do I make you nervous? Say the play. Say the play. That
Eric,
was him in that sound effects.
last thing for you again. We appreciate it. Theo just had a quick question for you. He said, Mr. Williams. Oh, you even got a Mr. Williams.
Wow.
There you go. Shout out.
He said,
Thank you.
Sorry, you put some respect on my boy's name.
Mr. Williams, I got a question, sir. What can Coach Harbaugh do to keep Minter from not leaving? Eric, fans are freaking out right now, and we're only 6 weeks into the season because they think that Minter is going to be the hot name next year for a head coaching job.
Well, I don't know if it's anything that Harbaugh can do, but I know what the Spanos family can do is give him some more money. I think that always helps somebody want to stay where they're at. I don't see him leaving, to be honest. I know that the defense is playing pretty well, but I don't see him in line to get one of the head coaching jobs in the NFL. Maybe he could leave to go coach college potentially if that's what he wants to do. But I mean, it's pretty nice living in Los Angeles.
No, it's not. Well, I guess if you're rich, yeah, but everywhere else, no thanks, dude. No offense to anybody.
He is rich.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No offense to anybody else here. There's no way you'd catch me
Not
living in
living
LA,
in a
dude.
studio in Costa Mesa.
Oh no. See, but that's Orange County. Orange County is about as far north as I'll go. Everything else, I'm good. I'm not doing it.
We've had that conversation.
Yeah, no, I can't. Yeah, that time. Oh, well, never mind.
No, go. Okay.
I was gonna say that Burger King trip you took me to was really an eye opener. I was like, first off, I was like, damn you and your bladder, but all right.
Eric, I think not this Friday, not next Friday, but the Friday after, Dan has his bye week. So hopefully that Friday we can get together and go get some pizza and hang out and have good conversations. Are you going to the New Orleans game?
I think I am going to go to the New Orleans game, but I'll have to check my schedule to make sure.
No, you are. You already said. Dan, you should have seen. Some Chargers employees saw Dante, Eric, and I getting out of the car. They're like, "Oh my God, our San Diego carpool."
That's hilarious. The real question is that we need to ask this man: are you going to New Orleans in February?
Ooh, I hope so. I'd like to.
Friday. We're gonna punish our livers that week. You better be there. Except for now, he's got to make sure I make it home.
I have some spots we can go to.
Ooh,
let's freaking go.
No.
Yeah. Oh, let the dog out. Row.
Eric, we appreciate you so much for jumping on with us. It's always a great time. You are the best. Again, we appreciate it, and we hope you have a great rest of your day and an even better weekend in San Francisco. Danny's going to San Fran. Anything you want to tell him before he goes?
San Jose, actually.
Oh, well, yeah.
San Jose, San Francisco, Bay Area. It's all weird. Be careful up there, dude.
You guys be careful in the desert.
No, I won't be going to Arizona.
Oh, what desert am I going
yeah,
to? I like Phoenix was nice when we went. It was fine.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
The Airbnb we got that time because we got upgraded was pretty nice. I like that. Actually.
Oh yeah. But we'll do it soon. But Joseph said shout out to you, Eric. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Joseph. Just give Mahomes as much bad luck as possible. If he gets hurt, he gets hurt. It's no big deal.
Oh my God. All right, Eric. Thank you so much. You are the best. See you later. Thank you, Eric.
I was gonna tell him have fun with Taylor Swift, dude. Maybe she'll walk by and Taylor Swift.
That would get you excited, huh, Dan?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Dan, real quick, let's just go over.
Is this super zoomed in or is it me?
It is zoomed in. Oh, I forgot to show him this part. Dan,
this looks good.
They had I have practice video of Devontae today.
Practice? We talking about practice? All of a sudden he can walk.
What you
That's hilarious.
can be done. I never dreamed that I would climb over the moon.
That's hilarious. Hopefully that doesn't hit us with a copyright. That's hilarious. All those memes were hilarious. Where I also love the Kevin Nash one where he's in the wheelchair and he throws off the blanket and he's fine. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Real quick, this is what you love hearing from your head coach, don't you?
Oh, I love hearing from my head coach.
This is what he had to say about Marvin Harrison Jr. yesterday.
Big athlete, is exceptional. His ability to increase separation, because he has the runaway speed as well, and then the catch radius is, phenomenal.
Exactly.
So much like his dad. I used to throw to Marvin Sr. It was like, just throw it near him, and he wasn't near as big as Junior, but they're the same type of player. I mean, just get it near them, and they're gonna find a way to.
That reminds me of like Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I know, for real. They so he did play with Marvin Harrison Sr.
Yeah.
When I think Senior was a rookie and Jim was there in Indy. And they played together, so he knows all about him and everything. He played him. He was asked about playing him in college, and he's like, it has nothing to do with how he's going to be in the NFL. I know some. Obviously, Jim's going to know some tendencies. Another name to keep an eye out on this game, if Marvin Harrison Jr. does play, is Cam Hart from Notre Dame. He played against Ohio State twice, and he did the second game. He did a really good job against Marvin Harrison Jr. So Cam could be a guy that that does go up against Marvin, and we'll see how that matchup does in the NFL. But
that was the game they lost because they had 10 men on the field, right?
Yeah.
That was last year. Yeah.
Well, that was the one that they pissed off. What's his name?
Where's Lou Holtz at? Where's Lou Holtz at? God, shut up, Ryan Day.
They thought that they thought that what's his name was the one hyping it all up. What's his name?
Ty Schmidt.
Ty Schmidt.
Yeah, so stupid.
Dan, just what was one of your takeaways from Eric's
I think the biggest thing that he said that I think is gospel truth is you have to keep Kyler Murray in the pocket. You have to make sure you try and confuse what he's looking at as much as possible, right? Keeping him in the pocket, rerouting these receivers, not letting him get off the ball clean, especially if you stop the run game and you make him sit in there, that's going to be huge. If you can contain him in the pocket, I think that's going to work wonders for this Chargers team, and it's going to force them into mistakes because, again, Where they're more comfortable in or doing is escaping, getting out of the pocket, extending plays. Because the longer the play goes, obviously, the worse it could be for the defense.
And the thing is, too, is like Eric said, they do have some injuries
Up front.
up front, and the Chargers are just going to have to deal with their defensive line is going to have to be better than they were against. They were a little bit of a non-factor at times. Running the ball, they were great, but they have like Bud Dupree, Derwin James. They had some plays where they should have brought down Bo Nix, and they just couldn't do it. So,
and in the second half, that's where they really started coming back, was when they allowed him to escape the pocket last week. That's when the comeback really started happening.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that, and they're just gonna have to be patient with it.
Yeah.
Georgia and Michigan twice. And Ryan Day's acting like some goddamn world beater. It took them the entire fucking game, 5 seconds left to beat Notre Dame, okay? And they did it with Notre Dame had 10 guys on the field, 2 fucking plays in a row. Okay, so he can take his victory dancing. Oh, I wonder where Coach Lou Holtz is. Hey, listen, Ryan, I might not always know where I'm at, but guess what? People do know where I'm at all times. I ain't fucking hard to find, pal. So if you want to come talk your shit and say anything and sit down with me, you come find me, okay? I'm sitting here right on Library Lawn in front of Touchdown Jesus. We can talk about things, but don't act like I'm some dipshit, okay?
I love Cooper right here. What?
Ty Schmidt is the man. Yeah, he is. I don't know
Ty.
how he does all those things. Dan, you have been wondering how your head coach is doing with his heart issue.
He's got to be okay. He's got to be okay.
He had an update, so let's see what he said.
Status, everything's been okay the past couple days.
Yeah, good news. Just talked to the cardiologist before I came in here. Got some test results back. The heart of an athlete is a direct quote from my cardiologist. So that made me feel good. And he said,
flex.
That's really good too. I think he used the word incredible. I think he did.
Sometimes he sounds like
that my stamina was
somebody who's running for president right now.
And,
oh, that's hilarious.
Was
great heart.
More stressed. So
the best. They tell me. I don't see it.
Back in rhythm. Hopefully that that sticks. We'll got the monitor on. So good news. I took that as a compliment. Blue twisted steel. Feeling good about that.
Again. Could be an old school hat, Cooper. Who knows, dude? Oh yeah, he's the president of this program. That's all we need right now.
Jim is what they've done so far. I mean, even you have to talk about DZ. The reason why the Chargers practiced yesterday and not today is because Jim wanted to give them Thursday off because they have to practice Friday, Saturday, and they head to Arizona on Sunday. So sometimes the coaches do Thursday. They give them Wednesday off, or they can give them Thursday off. I guess Harbaugh decided to practice Wednesday, which was more, I'm guessing, of a walkthrough. And then Thursday off, and then Friday and Saturday practice, and then head out there. So that's usually what some coaches do. In the past, like Staley used to give them Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off to kind of relax, get the body right, all that, and then come back to work on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So yeah, it is kind of lame, Cooper, that they're putting it on ESPN Plus. By the way, somebody asked
doing these things.
Pablo, I hope you're still in here. Unfortunately, Dan and I will not be making it to Arizona. We have
I'm still in season, so just as FYI, I don't go to games while I'm in season.
And we have a conflict. I have some other commitments that conflict with going out there. So unfortunately, I won't be able to make it to that game. But we are planning for the Har Bowl in late November, possibly doing a live show from Thunder Alley. So if you guys know who is the head of Thunder Alley or who we could contact to see if maybe we could do something, let me know, because that would be let us know, because that would be awesome to kind of do something. Dan would be there, Hilberto would be there, Vic, the producer, would be there. So yeah, I'm actually interested to see what kind of a reception Hilberto would get.
Boo! I would lead it.
Boo! So and by the way, going back to Minter does deserve a lot of credit for the defense and everything, because like there's a lot of guys that I heard today that someone's looking at buying the team. No, Cooper, the owner of the Detroit Pistons bought 25% or 27% of the team. That was Dia Spanos's percentage, and she just sold it. So Fulton is more of a wait and see. So yeah, we'll know more Friday when the initial report. He'll probably be a questionable going into the game, so we'll see what happens there. Yeah, no, Thunder Alley, I've heard really good things. I've only walked by once. Usually I get there kind of early, so I'm already inside of the stadium by like 10 o'clock to watch all the morning games. But yeah, we're thinking about doing something for Thunder Alley. So if that's something that you guys would want, let us know, because we feel like that'd be a lot of fun to do that with you guys and be out there.
Imagine getting a Gilberto Manzano
and see who we get.
Gilberto Manzano.
See who would get. Maybe bring over some media people and see who would come over and hang out with us. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. Real quick before. Oh, and speaking of Jesse Minter, this is what Justin Herbert had to say about his defense.
It's been fun to watch. You know, we're not surprised at all by the success they've had. We saw
Cooper, my God.
But for them to be able to force those turnovers, those big stops, it only helps us in offense. And you know, that's where the complementary football word comes in. And we got to make sure that we're doing everything we can to keep our defense off the field, to be able to go down, convert on third down, and make sure that we're doing everything we can when they give us those opportunities in good field position to take advantage of it.
So obviously what Justin's talking about is the fact that they've jumped out, they've gotten turnovers, and they've given the ball to the offense. Once the offense starts clicking, I think things are going to get
really scary. It's going to be scary.
Yeah. Derek Carr looks so sad on the sideline, Dan.
I don't care. They don't exist.
So that definitely is going to be interesting. Dan, your quarterback, though, is a man of the people.
That's what my boy is. He's the people's champ. The champ is here. Da-da, da-da, da-da. What a dog. What a dog.
Would another quarterback ever do that, Dan?
No, he's just come back. He doesn't do any of that. He's all worried about what pop star can I hang out next. I don't know how to say this. You know, he just wakes up in the morning and pisses excellent. No quarterback I'd rather have. Give me the son of Odin every single freaking time.
Dan, real quick, just can you break down some of this Rashawn Slater film for us?
Okay, let's see. Let me scoot in because I don't have my glasses on. My glasses.
Tell me when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm watching. When the sun goes down. Oh, I like that. I like the patience. You see, this is how you could tell he's. Can you rewind this a little bit? Oh, here we go. Just keep it going. Keep it going. No, you're good. Pause it right there. Hold on. Go back. It's not, dude. I feel like I'm too used to huddle. I want to just press the remote and rewind. Right there. That's how you know he's in good body positioning, right? His helmet is on the right side, on the inside of the defender, right? That forces him to go outside. And then as the play continues, keep it going. He's forcing him to run the hoop and go outside. That way, if the three stooges inside do their job, he'd be able to step up on the pocket and be fine. You know, I love the patience. I love everything else. The only thing I'm not super thrilled with is like right here when he gets kind of, because this is the thing that really bothers me about, or this is really big for me when it comes to tackles. I do not want tackles turning their shoulders too quickly. And if they do, I want them to almost run block and widen out the edge. Because if you see here, when he turns his shoulder, it makes the edge smaller. So if this guy, whoever it is, you know, puts a good move on him, he's right past Slater, right into Justin's lap. But Slater's at least savvy enough to understand to keep moving his feet, and he forces him to continue to run the hoop. So that was a good rep right there because he never stops his feet. A lot of guys, when they get kind of that move thrown, right there, stop that right there. Leave it right there. Right here, I just wish you would smash the hell out of his forearms. You smash his wrist, God willing, you make it uncomfortable and everything else. I was gonna say break it, but I was like, probably not. But you smash it, his weight goes forward. Look how he's leaning a little bit right there, right? You smash it, his weight goes forward. You readjust your body, But other than that, that's a pretty good rep by Slater. You could tell when healthy, he's pretty good when he's in there. Look at that. That's good. I like this by Fitness. Who's better, Slater or Alt? I think that's going to be a good story or a good, interesting story to see when it keeps going. They're both just really good, and they both just have different, like, I'm pretty sure Alt is 2 times Slater's size, or he's a lot bigger, I think. See, right here, the only thing I don't like about both is they don't stick their foot in the ground and try and stop the pressure of them trying to, or stop them trying to collapse the pocket, right? That's the only thing. I wish they would have better pad level. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's nice. That's not bad. Oh, he should have pancaked him. Is that a freaking DB? Let's see. Oh, my bad. I'm breathing on the mic. He's too tall right there. He's too tall. He needs to readjust. Slater is a dog. Alt also. You don't want to get. I'm not a big fan. This is sometimes the problem when tackles or linemen are big. When they have long arms, I'm not a huge fan of reaching out and fully extending my arms, right? I like to keep a nice little elbow bend, keep it right, almost at a 45-degree angle. I feel like you have more control over the defensive player like that. But Dan been watching Cops. Is it because of the shades, Coop? I don't know. But yeah, that was pretty good. I'm excited for those. They just need to fix the inside 3, and they're gonna have a hell of a team, dude.
Dan, all of a sudden, networks like your quarterback.
And then announced their re-arrival yesterday. Quarterback by Justin Herbert cost the Los Angeles Chargers. Don't forget about the Chargers. They went 2-2.
We just wear T-shirts on TV now. That's kind of crazy.
500. Herbert hadn't really done anything. Even their wins, they were statistically all about running. And then yesterday, the game plan from the get-go against Denver was let's start chucking.
Oh, my bad, Coop. My bad. I know. I was breathing hard into that. I apologize. These aren't prescriptions, so I gotta really zoom in. Fitness, extended arms when you have long arms. No, I'm saying you see, I never want to, even if they have long arms, I don't want his elbow to be fully straight, right? Oh my God. Okay. I don't know if that was a double entendre. We can move on. What the hell is this?
Stop cheese the Aki way.
Is Eli Manning not the worst?
On the grill. Then I'm gonna hit it with the peppers. Yeah. Then I gotta add the hash brown. Then we throw the bacon on the grill. Now we chop it up.
Eli's showing more personality lately, though.
It's all forced. He probably has to do it because of the Omaha network or whatever.
Chop cheese.
The
cheese is melted, now we put it in the Jamaican patty. Then we add the bacon. Then we hit it with the spinach. And then I'm gonna hit him with the tomatoes. Then we hit it with the hash brown.
Dude, Eli throws so much shade at Peyton on their show. It's so funny.
I'm not.
Back it up.
Like it's like a little brother trying to.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
At you.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, but just to me, even in this, he
How
falls
you wrap
short.
it up, Dan?
I don't care. I don't care about Tic Tac. Oh my God, DZ.
Never.
He looks uncomfortable.
Never.
He looks uncomfortable.
To my brother Eli. Here you go, my brother. Your first chop.
I wanted to go there so bad.
Oh yeah.
He seems like he's just under duress, like he's a hostage right now. But there's just nothing. I think Eli's funnier. I think he was a better player. Or Peyton's funnier. I think he was a better player. Nothing will ever surpass Peyton doing that SNL skit where he's playing with kids or whatever, or he's mentoring kids. That to me was hilarious. I love that clip.
Okay, no, never mind. I'm not going to show that.
What, the Peyton clip? That one's funny.
Wait, which one?
The one where he's SNL and yeah, exactly. Joseph knows what I'm talking about. Eli didn't want to be there. They forced him to do those things for Omaha Productions or whatever. But
fine, I'll show it to you.
Wait, is it something stupid?
No.
See, Cooper knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. Top of the man. Fuck that, man. Hey, Raider Nation, I'm fucking pissed off, man. Hey, Raider Nation, I'm fucking pissed off. I'm gonna tell you why, man. This is why y'all can't be blaming Antonio Pierce for all of this bullshit going on at the top. So I'm looking this morning and it says that the Raiders signed the linebacker. Right? Blake Lynch. I think that's what his name was. I'm like, okay, let me look into this Blake Lynch guy. Come to find out, he's from the Los Angeles San Diego Clipper Chargers. He never defense for the Los Angeles Clipper Chargers. He's only been the fucking special teams guy. That's all he done is play snaps on special teams. He got released. Telesco jumped on this shit, right? Telesco. You think he said, "Hey, AP, I want to bring in this guy who's a special teamer and we need a linebacker." You think he won this shit?
We can move off of this, dude. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I've been saying that for 11 years, but I thought I was a madman. So,
Dan, give me an X factor for Monday night.
I will give me the defensive line. I think if they rush with integrity, the DBs are going to eat
with an intensity.
If they can keep them in the pocket. Enthusiasm unbeknownst to mankind.
Give me
DZ. Who's more delusional, the Raider or the Cowboy fans? I'd love to know that one. Oh God, I just read the second half of that comment. My God.
Give me. I'm gonna go with the No, I'm gonna go with the offensive line. You heard what Eric said. They have a bunch of injuries. They have a bunch of. Oh my God!
You're saying Arizona's offensive line or the Chargers?
No, the Chargers' offensive line.
Okay.
They need to protect. You remember that 55 guy, the one from the Broncos that had run back that touchdown? They called it back. He just got one.
Good.
He just
that was my
Spencer
pick.
Rattler popped it up in the air and the guy caught
it. Great. Grand. No yelling on
the
the bus. I picked them to win this week, so it's all good.
I know. I'll go with the Chargers offensive line. They need to have a good, strong game to get the offense flowing and
especially more importantly to build some momentum, dude. Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, after this, you have the Saints that are falling apart. After that, you have the Browns, and then after that, you have the Tennessee Titans. That you could be 7-2 in a couple of weeks.
I like this.
That'll be good. So fitness, I truly think that it'd be the highest seed of the wild card, if anything. I don't think they can win the division. I think it's gonna be very hard to win the division. Dan, who wins on Monday night?
The Chargers, dude. The Chargers are going to win. I hope this is the game, though, that gets them going offensively. I would like to see a repeat performance of what we saw in Carolina without allowing, without allowing the Cardinals, obviously, to kind of bounce back like, the Panthers did at some point or whatever.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I'll go Chargers as well. I think that this is going to be one of those games where they kind of get ahead and see if they can hold it. I want to see what the offense can do in the second half of this game because Arizona at one point is going to come out and they're gonna try, like Eric said, they're gonna try and run Kyler Murray around, try and tire out the Chargers defense. If the Chargers can get Joey Bosa back for Monday night, this is gonna be a lot better because you have fresh legs and they'll probably
more depth.
Yeah, and they'll probably keep Joey on a snap count and everything, but at least that's 15 to 20 steps that snaps that he can take off of somebody else. So you know what? I'll look for Khalil Mack to have a big game. I think he'll have 2 sacks in this game.
I
think Khalil hasn't had a sack in a while. I think here he definitely gets one. But
I like that.
But just real quick before we head out, this is basically Dan. This sounds a lot like Dan.
Problem. The eldest kid tore her knee up at a soccer game. One of the wine moms sold me out to the roommate. Roommate demanded I take her to a hospital. I said, yeah, no problem. But it was 4 o'clock. I had to watch the game, and then I watched that.
Wait, so you don't take your daughter to the hospital because you're watching the Cowboys?
Danny, everybody knows Swillen has to go down first before you see it. Most modern medicine is a lie anyway, Danny. She's fine.
The Cowboys aren't.
God, I can't even see straight. You have no idea the pain I'm in, Danny. This is detrimental to my mental health.
Shane Irving's the GOAT, dude. I love Shane Irving. I still love the rant about Calvin Johnson, dude. Megatron.
If we hold him to 300 yards, we win the game. Oh, wow. Next Thursday. Gilberto should be there. Vikings at Rams.
He should be there. He should be there. If the Vikings make the playoffs, we're going to clown him so hard. We'll probably
imagine if they win the whole thing.
If they win the Super Bowl, he's doing something. I don't care what it is. He's getting a punishment like it's a fantasy league.
Exactly. All right. We appreciate everybody so much for jumping on. Thank you so much to Eric Williams. Thank you to all the questions. Thank you to everybody who chimes in. You guys know we love talking with you guys and joking around. So you guys are the best. The one thing is, though, on Monday night, we will jump on as soon as the game's over. So make sure you guys tune in as soon as the game's over. Like, give it like 15 minutes. As soon as the game's over, we'll jump on and we'll talk for about 30 minutes. We'll break down the game. And, yeah, that'll be that. So make sure you guys hit the notification button so you guys know exactly when we go live. Make sure you guys jump in. Be ready. We'll definitely,
shout out, Joseph.
We'll definitely be in there having fun and come and break down the game. So, hopefully we get Happy Dan for that game.
If not, I'm gonna be hungover going to work the next day because I got a tall boy waiting for me.
No, Dan, no tall boys. All right, we appreciate you guys so much. You guys are the best. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Everybody, right now, if you guys could just hit the little like button, that helps us. That does wonders. So please hit the like button. You guys are the best. Make sure you guys again like, comment, subscribe. You guys are the best. Make sure you guys sell your compas. What we're doing over here. We have some big plans coming up. So I hope you guys will tune in and you guys are the best. Thank you guys so much. We will see you Monday after the Chargers Cardinals game. Thank you guys. Dan, take us away.
Also, if you can, okay.
No fitness, no thumb down.
Yeah, come on, my guy. Don't be a scumbag. I thought they got rid of the thumb down.
No, they didn't.
Okay. Yeah, don't press the thumb down. Give it a thumbs up. What are we doing over here? Also, if you can, jump in the Gilberto hour. Go trash him a little bit. Let him know it should be the Dan and Daygo hour. Okay, there you go. With that being said, have a great weekend. Be safe. Be a compa. Tell a compa. Shout out to all you.